Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, I guess we got another one of those Jennifer Rubin situations now, don't we? Jennifer Rubin, top political columnist and editor, The Washington Post, a real serious authoritative figure. Nope, that's not true. All the fancy accolades, all the fancy titles, but no actual substance.
You've made excuses for the lock her up comment. You've pleaded with Ted Cruz, and he's really an honest man.
When did I make excuses for lock her up? What did I exactly say?
Let's see. That would have been on, let's see if I have the date exactly. It would have been on, lock her up would have been on...
It's the concept of failing your way to the top. Dishonest, self-interested, unhinged, constantly fact-checked. I mean, just a straight-up liar. No problem. Here's your job as senior opinion writer. They're all the frickin' same, you know? They have all these accolades, all the credentials, the resume out the wahoo. But so many of them seem to be unimpressive liars. And the pathetic part is that they're not even good at it. Here we go, another Jennifer Rubin situation, this time with Stephanie Ruhle from MSNBC. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so here are the credible sources, the authoritative sources, doing real-time fact-checking. Here's Stephanie Ruhle. Let's take a look at her resume. Host of the 11th Hour. Oh, wow, on MSNBC. She's got a late-night show. I mean, that's the top of the game. NBC News, senior business analyst, former Bloomberg TV, Deutsche Bank. Holy frickin' moly. With a resume like that, she is not to ever be questioned. I guess everything she says goes. According to the social media definition, she is an authoritative source. Let's take a look at her latest fact check. Leftist guy on Twitter posted a video of Trump where he said this.
They go and stop people from robbing stores. You go to some of these department stores where 500 people walk into the stores. They walk out with air conditioning. They strip the whole store. The company goes out of business. The store is vacant for 25 years. The whole city becomes a slum. And if you do anything as a law enforcement person, they take away your house, they take away your family, they take away your pension.
And Stephanie Ruhle quote tweeted it with the real-time fact check. This is not true. Oh, well, there it is, folks. That's the professional, authoritative way of doing things. I mean, just think about it. You have all these people, thousands of people studying journalism, trying to crack into this industry, and this is the standard. This is what you look up to. Wow, such amazing journalistic work. Donald Trump makes a statement and she just replies, it's not true. No sources, no evidence, no data, no videos, nothing. Just take my word for it because orange man bad. That's the state of today's journalism. Oh, you did a thing. Well, prove it. Cue the freaking Jennifer Rubin response.
That would have been on, let's see if I have the date exactly. It would have been on, lock her up would have been on...
I have it in my notes here. Wait, actually I don't. Just say things, just make them up and call it journalism. As long as it serves the purpose of electing pantsuit evil politicians and geriatric octogenarian vegetable politicians, as long as it serves that purpose of putting the right people in office, then you're doing a swell job. What a pathetic role model. But probably most importantly, how about we tackle this very dangerous misinformation? Ooh, the war on misinformation. Yeah, supposedly we're the greatest purveyors of misinformation, says these people. She says it's not happening. Well, then please explain all this to me.
Damn.
Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, over 70 people were arrested in a looting spree last week, some as young as 14 years old.
You know, we just witnessed 2020 summer, months on end of stores getting ransacked, but I guess that never happened according to Stephanie Ruhle, host of the Genius Politics Fact Checker person at 11 p.m. on MSNBC. These people think you're stupid, they prey on it. I guess many people are stupid because it seems to be working, and then they magically walk into promotion after promotion. The worst of the worst get to the top of the tippy top. It's unbelievable. These are the people who say that we're liars. The same people people who see a thing happening, and while everybody else is looking, seeing that thing happening, they have the audacity to lie to you and say, no, that thing is certainly not happening. They stood in front of fiery buildings in the middle of a riot and reported that everything was mostly peaceful, well, except for the slight fires that you see behind me, you know, the blazing inferno behind my head. Yeah, that's not happening, no. Of course it's frickin' happening, we see it. The reason they're lying in their fact checks is of course because it's a political weakness. Where's all this stuff happening? In major Democrat metropolitan zones. And in those zones, retail stores are closing. Target closing 3 Bay Area stores due to retail theft, company announces. Walgreens to close 5 stores in San Francisco citing organized shoplifting. Theft crisis. Walmart to close all stores in one city due to record-breaking rise in theft during U.S. retail bloodbath. Oh, well, I guess it isn't happening. And I hold that opinion very confidently because I got it from Stephanie Ruhle. I mean, just look at her. She would never lie to me, would she? Nah, it's probably fake news. I'll go with their narrative that it's actually not happening and these stores are closing down, primarily in inner city communities, because of systemic racist highways or something. I don't know. You know, when are people going to realize that this woke nonsense is disastrous? Any ideology that requires a full-on army of dishonesty merchants to protect it from poking and prodding and scrutiny, well, obviously that isn't an ideology worth fighting for or maintaining. You know, how much more are people going to live in that media bubble with their blinders on and their noise-canceling headphones? Oh yes, Rachel, it's definitely not happening. Let's keep going with this progressive nonsense because I'm a very good person. Excuse me, very good puppet. Venture outside. Stop listening to MSNBC and CNN. Stop listening to the alternate reality and walk outside and realize that historic retail streets and retail districts in places like San Francisco and others have been completely decimated. I mean, there's some videos online that are just unbelievable. Maybe I could find some showing the before and after. Google Maps environment photos from like 10 years ago. There's a Walgreens and all kinds of other retail shops as far as the eye can see, and you fast forward from 10 years ago to 2023, 2024, and all the stores are boarded up and the streets completely empty. We're talking about decimation. Stop listening to the propagandists and liars and purveyors of misinformation who tell you that the people who are pointing at the thing actually happening are the liars and purveyors of misinformation, and just look for yourself. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.